Okay, to be honest, a little bit scared, because I have not checked on our capital city in a while, in about 2 videos. I know it's been playing in the background. I know that we'll probably have some huge traffic issues. It's probably going to be a huge mess here. But you know what? At the very least, we do have a pretty sexy looking highway, I think. I mean, it's not super sexy looking, but I managed to fix it enough. So at least we're getting, well, actually, this isn't even being traveled upon that much, which is surprising. And part of the reason is because there's no point. We are getting a lot of business through this harbor, which makes me think we've got to have a second harbor. We are going to have a second harbor. Actually, let's view as see. There's no point. This is perfect. I'm glad that I took the highway out that way, because we still are going to take. We're going to need a lot of residential people. Let's look at that. Oh my gosh. Most of that is kind of commercial stuff. Oh, we got a very fast. Hey, he's using the bus lane. You can't do that. What are you doing? But yeah. So we've got a lot of people kind of, because I just added a whole bunch of new commercial. That's part of the reason why we're seeing a lot of people leave the harbor. But yeah, we need another harbor. That was amazing. This is great. We're kind of keeping them, you know, off of this whole area. So we're gonna extend this out a little bit more. Yeah, let's go ahead and we need another harbor. This is beautiful. So there's the cargo harbor. Eventually we'll get a cargo harbor that accepts also train traffic. Wow, that'd be perfect, because I know a lot of people are like, you got to use trains more too. That would be very important. Yes, Drew. Okay. See, this should be the harbor provides outside connection for passengers to the city by sea. Tourists arrive to the city and leave it. See, a harbor needs to be placed down too, though. That's the whole thing. See, I was thinking a cargo harbor in this. This looks like a harbor anyways. I'm going to put down the cargo harbor, and we're going to put down another harbor too. My only fear is that... see, I don't know if I like this. Because we are going to be... that's not going to work. Because we're pretty much going to be forcing... Well, I mean, it might work a little bit. I think we need to force them to the Maple District, though. Well, let's just look out for it. I think it's going to be a disaster. I don't know if this is going to work at all, but... Let's just bring a road out. Force them down this way. And kind of see what happens. And actually, the bike lane will stay like that. The bike lane should stay like that. We definitely need another pier down here too. But actually, what I might do, because I never even liked this side, anyways. There you go. So yeah, go back into the city. There you go. Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep this in mind. I need to look out for boats. Okay, and finally, I need to put down just a regular tourist harbor, because that will be important. Where would we want to drop them off? Where do we want to drop tourists off? You know what? They'd have to drop here in the touristy area. I'm thinking right there. Because this is where like everything's at. We've got the zoo over here. We've got the theme park. We've got offices, huge commercial area. So that's going to be kind of perfect. Also, does the other thing have a water connection? Guess it does. Maybe we do need some sort of, well, something to keep in mind is that they are mostly going to be going for the industry. These guys are going to be coming from the industry. Fine. I'll give them a secondary route. Because they need to get... They're going to need to mostly get back here, I think. Not mostly. I mean, whenever boats do come in, they'll be dropping off, like, commercial stuff. Because there's lots of commercial stuff needed. Ugh. Okay, well, hold on. Before I do anything else, let's, this is getting crazy. This is getting freaking crazy. All right, hold on. So, like, you need a little route here. There you go. That looks okay. That works. So here's our harbor. I want to make sure that you get your bike lane. There you go. Cool. Another thing that people have been suggesting is that where am I? There we go. Palm trees. everywhere. Well, I mean, I'll put them. We'll put them next to the harbor because this is where like the touristy area will be. I apologize, I've not been able to put these down sooner. Maybe we don't need this many palm trees, but it's fine. I mean, we definitely would want to put like palm trees like along, like here, like just like that. That might be a good thing to do over the break, but it does fill the area out a lot better. Yeah, actually, this is kind of too many. I'll erase like a few of them. There we go. Random, but okay. Anyways, yeah, there's a little bit of palm trees, but yeah, this looks a lot better. That's what we'll probably do in like a break episode or something. There you go. Okay, so we'll kind of keep in mind how many tourists come, passengers come and go outside the city by ships. I don't know how much business we'll get from it, but we'll see. We'll see. We're still making a lot of money. Good. Okay, here we go. Let's watch over this. So where are they mostly going? This is commercial that are heading almost entirely to the right. That looks like mostly just commercial stuff. That's another thing to keep in mind, is that this is not a super huge commercial area. That is not. What did I put here? I'd like to put like a few parks. Oh my gosh, I still haven't checked on traffic. Like put a small playground or something. Where's the small playground at? Let's increase the land value if we can. There we go. I'll put you in the corner. This is a doggy. Yeah, and also a basketball court. I like the basketball courts. No, not a picnic table. There we go. Can we fit this? There we go. That's right, there's a metro here. Forgot about that. We don't want another theme park. Not yet, at least. Here, take a carousel, too. There we go. Keep it separated. This is where the university is. I also need to keep that in mind. The university's pretty big deal, especially for public transit, to get students to the college. All right, here we go. It's pretty bad. I figured this would be the biggest problem here. But it's not horrible. It is not horrible, and I'm pretty sure I could upgrade this to a 6-lane. I kind of really don't want to, though. I don't think that's going to fix any of our problems. It's not horrible. It really isn't. Another metro will be very important too to get people to work. So that way, like right now, there's pretty much no reason for anyone living in the Maple District to work in Sunnyside Heights. But if there's a metro, then yeah, I think that you could argue that yeah, we could always work there. Oops. Okay. All right, yeah. So yeah, this is getting pretty crazy. Looks like this is starting to fill out with homes. That's nice. Let's continue with that. Let's continue with that. Maybe fill out a little bit more industry too. There we go. Okay, so that should keep people happy for now. I also need to. Uh-oh, it's raining. Yeah, so let's give you guys a bunch more business. Is this causing pollution? Interesting. I figured that though. The ore industry would cause quite a bit of pollution, obviously. All right, let's fill out this whole area so that way we have jobs. Yeah, there are going to be quite a bit of issues here. This is actually a perfect area, I think, to slap down. Let's slap down a few basic things. So like a medical clinic, especially a firehouse. Probably a police station. I think that's okay. Maybe an elementary school. How are we doing elementary school wise? Yeah. Oh my gosh, it is raining hard. We definitely need an elementary school. Maybe here and then high school. We could use a high school too. There we go. There we go. Emerson Heights will, or Emerson Hills. I'm sorry, Emerson Hills will really like this. How? How would you not have electricity? Oh, that would be how, Drew. All right, cool. Is anybody using my damn highways? I worked so hard on this highway, and y'all aren't even using it. Oh, yes, you are. One donut van. I commemorate your dedication to driving. It's a beautiful highway. If anything, it just makes the town look a little bit more aesthetic. I think the aesthetics look a little bit better. I don't know if I can even really say that. That's kind of not true. But yeah, what we would do, we just need to buy this tile. We'll create a separation, and then I think that we'll have a pretty good base so far. If we just connect these two highways, that would really help. I think a ton, not a ton, but quite a bit, I'd say. Okay, so I want to get rid of this. We want to turn this into, I don't even know. Well, let's paint this first of all. There's no reason for, let's probably do quite a bit of commercial. I'm surprised this commercial's getting so much business, because I don't really know how they're getting all this business. Let's get rid of all this. We don't need any of this. I accidentally deleted some office space, I think. Alright. So there we go. Let's give some commercial, because that's the only thing I'm really not expanding upon is commercial back home. Or back in Sunnyside. I'm just going to call it Sunnyside. It's pretty much Sunnyside. Alright, well that will help. I just want to push this all the way out too. I'd like to just like clear this whole area out. That will also force them to move away, which would be nice. Kind of want them to, I will just delete them all. Move someplace else. We're forcing you to. You don't have any other option. And as I said, I want to keep the offices further away from the coastline. I want to keep the beaches cool. You know, don't think about much. Just think about how fun it is to be at the beach, okay? That's all that matters. And then, and also this would be a good time to upgrade this to high density, to finish this out, and complete this with high density residential, as people are moving out anyways, right? People are not happy about this. How many people are leaving? Quite a bit of people. And there we go. There's still a few other areas that I would need to delete. I could just do that right now. This is the final area, really, that needs to become high density. It looks awesome, though. Look at this. Look at this. This is really cool. All right, so it's been enough time. Let's go ahead and check on the traffic here. Wow, I'm actually really shocked. There's not that much traffic coming off of this harbor. Well, let's check right now. They just arrived. I don't think this is really being used all that. Well, maybe it is. I don't think what's happening, I think what's happening is that there aren't many, it seems like if anything, we're exporting a lot more from this harbor than anything else. I think this is where we're taking our exports to. I don't think we're really importing much from this place. We're importing a lot, I think, from here. Yeah, I knew that there was going to be issues with that. I don't really know how far we want to go, though. I wouldn't mind putting houses on these hills. Let's go ahead and give them a little bit more people. And, you know, maybe we should bite the bullet, too, and do the whole metro thing. Kind of make the metro line. Put it like here next to all the stations anyways. Well, let's see. We'd want it there, and then we use a bus system. Yeah, we'd use a bus system to get them to their job. Okay, perfect. So metro's right here by the harbor. We create a tunnel. There we go. We also want to create a secondary tunnel. That way we get people here as well. And then let's just create a line. Why did that escape out of everything? I didn't want to do that. Okay, how are we doing? Good, good. We have our first thing over 1,000. Our first thing that's over 1,000 people using it, I guess. I probably shouldn't have made that straight. I realize now, in hindsight. Because, oh, it's not bad. We could possibly fill out it's fine. It's fine. And let's just kind of come back over here. So, I think this is gonna work. I think this should work pretty well. Let's open up that tab though. Public transit. Oh, okay, that's the wrong. We want the metro. I'm just getting all the lines all mixed up, though. Let's change this to like a purple, right? We need a purple. Cool. And then this green line, what are we looking for? This is sunny. I'm going to say this is like the sunny line. And let's give that like, geez, I don't know, yellow. There you go. Okay, cool. There's our metro lines. I think, you know, the metro should really see a big influx of people since, well, I mean, there has to be. There needs to be a big influx of people because there's jobs over here. There's good paying jobs over here, I think. We might even want to build this out even more. Oh my gosh, nobody's working. Oh, that also could be something. Let's push this out a little bit further. There we go. In terms of natural resources, there's a lot of ore, but there's also forest here too. I did name the whole thing an ore area. There's fertile land. I could distinguish. The problem is there's lots of mountains, and we'd have to go up into the mountains. It's going to be all complicated. Rather keep it just ore or generic industry. Wow, we've got a lot of ships now coming down here. I love it. I love the way this looks. I mean, really, at this point, waiting for the milestone to be reached. Actually, we'll be able to do that in the next one. And we're going to connect the two highways. I know. It's telling me that right now. We'll connect the two highways, and things are going to look, I think, really awesome. Traffic is going to be a work in progress. Now, using one of those, it's not a cargo harbor, it's that cargo hub. 4 trains too will be helpful. I haven't used anything. It's the only thing I really haven't touched upon are trains. Everything else has worked pretty well. What's going on here? Yeah, I don't think really anyone's using this. I don't think anyone is using this, like, at all. Is this area filled out with people? It, for the most part, is. And at this point, yeah, because I don't want to raise this up anymore. These areas can't be more dense than they already are. There it is, Colossal City. Nuclear power plant, and then there's my cargo hub. I might as well do it right now because we already know I need it. Purchase it, 16,000. That's pretty expensive, but there it is. The next one, I guess we'd connect these two highways and then hope for the best from there. Cause, yeah, I mean, connect it out this way. This is the only hill we have to worry about, which is nothing compared to what we've done before. We've had to deal with so much more before. This is the morning time. Let's check on how bad this is. Use public transit. It's free everywhere. It is free everywhere. A bus line here needs to be something too. Need to make this a bigger deal. If I open up this sunny line, 8 passengers. Purple line, 9. Okay, well, it just started. Oh my gosh, that red line though. That red line is really popular. It's really popping. At this point, I'm really happy with the town. I think that we need to connect the two highways and see what we can do from there. Probably some train stuff. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.